If you watch my videos, I usually put up content that is the opposite of this. But I notice I'm leaving out the folks that want to be miserable. This is for them, so let's get to it. Are you tired of being happy and content? Does the idea of joy and fulfillment make you cringe? I'm going to show you the foolproof, time-tested way to be absolutely miserable for the rest of your life. Buckle up. My first tip is my absolute favorite, and that is to blame everyone else for your problems. Didn't get that promotion? It's because your boss is a jerk. Failed that exam? The teacher didn't explain it well enough, or just has it out for you. Avoid any self-reflection or accountability at all costs. It's exhausting and it might lead to personal growth, and we don't want that. Just remember, it's never your fault, it's the fault of others. The next tip is a great one, and that is to set ridiculously high expectations for everything. To be honest, I actually fell into this when I owned a running store. For those of you who own or owned a retail store, you know what I'm talking about. Make sure to expect revenues and profits to grow at an accelerated rate year after year. And when it doesn't happen, blame the customers, staff, anyone but yourself, because the buck never stops with you, even if you're at the top. If you work for someone else, always expect your job to be your dream career, and that your boss is always going to pay you what you think you deserve. In your personal life, your partner can read your mind, fulfill all your needs, and put you on a pedestal. And your friends will drop everything they are doing when you text, "What's up?" Bonus miserable points if you compare yourself to influencers on social media. If they can afford a yacht by 22, why can't you? If everyone else is traveling the world first class, you deserve to as well. You deserve to feel like you're always falling short, that the world works against you. It's not healthy, but it sure will keep you miserable. And that's the goal. Tip number 3, never ever step outside your comfort zone. Change is scary, so why bother? Stick with the same routine, avoid new experiences, and definitely don't try anything that might challenge you. Growth is for suckers. YouTube star Casey Neistat says, do hard things. Don't do that. Only do things that are easy for you. That way you never get any better at anything, and you stay exactly where you are. I mean, who wants growth anyway? Besides, the comfort zone as well, it's comfortable. And misery loves comfort. The next step is to make it a habit to focus on everything wrong in the world. Inflation? Terrible. Traffic? The worst. The one time someone cuts in line at Starbucks? Absolutely unacceptable. And if someone cuts you off in traffic? Well, I don't have to say anymore. Forget gratitude. Misery loves lack of gratitude. If something doesn't go exactly the way you believe it should, then you should get angry at it. I mean, the world owes you, right? The next tip is to isolate yourself from everyone. Basically, keep people away. Who needs friends or loved ones anyway? If someone tries to support or encourage you, assume they are having alternative motives. As Pink Floyd alluded to, build those walls high and strong. It's best to stay in the same room for days. Even better if you stay in bed and sulk while comparing yourself to all those people living their dream lives on social media. No need to try anything new here, just relax in the comfort of your own bed. This flows right into the next tip, and that is, don't go outside. I mean, you may even enjoy the sun, the nature sounds, the smells. You may enjoy it so much that it might even put a smile on your face. And that is counterproductive to being miserable. So make sure to stay indoors, preferably in the same room. No need to change up your environment. The next tip is to make sure you don't make the bed, clean the dishes in the house. No need to do the laundry, just wear the same clothes you wore yesterday. If you clean them, they are just going to get dirty again. And if you really want to be miserable, you need to live in clutter and filth. This leads me to the next tip. Make sure to procrastinate as much as possible. While you are lying in bed and the thought pops up to clean your house, make sure to push that thought away. Convince yourself that you will do it later. The great thing about the word later or tomorrow is that if you keep saying it, you will never get there. Tomorrow is always going to be a day away. The next tip is an important one, especially if you do have dreams in life, and that is to wait for opportunity to knock at your door. Never be productive and go after those dreams. The key here is to not take action and expect that dream job, that perfect relationship, and that life-changing vacation will just drop in your lap. The best thing to do is to play the lottery and rely on hitting the Mega Million jackpot instead of taking any action to actually work towards and earn your dream life. The odds in any lottery are about 1 in 300 million. So if you wait for your life to turn around if you hit the lottery, not only will you be waiting a long time, but you will ensure your misery. The goal here is to convince yourself that it will work out in the end, and then you don't have to be responsible for any of it. The next step is to make the word no your most used vocabulary. Basically, if someone asks you to go to a party, make sure you say no. The important thing here is to eliminate yes from your vocabulary. By saying yes, you take the chance of actually having some fun in your life. And fun will take all the misery out of your life. So make sure to incorporate no in your life. You can always state that you are very busy, which brings me to the next tip. Make sure you stay busy with completely unproductive work. If you start on a real project, make sure you incorporate many more breaks than actual productive work. This is easy as you can always scroll social media for hours. Compare yourself to others who are actively going after the goals, get upset, complain about that, and waste even more time not being productive. That way, this tip works as a dual action way to become even more miserable. This next tip, I have to admit, I'm better at than I should be, and that is to never trust anyone. Make sure you are suspicious of every person in the world, that they are all out to get you, that they all want what you have, even though you may not have that much. It's important to shut out everyone. That way you are safe. And safe is just another word for comfortable. The next tip is to make sure all obstacles derail you from what you want in life. If you fall, stay down. There's no need to get back up. The problem is if you get past an obstacle, there's always another one down the road. And you don't want to risk getting around multiple obstacles. Because if you do, you might even grow as a person. And who wants that? It's just too much work. And there you have it. Follow these tips and you'll be well on your way to a life full of regret, resentment, and missed opportunities. But hey, if you're weird and you want to be happy instead, just do the opposite with everything I said. Right? Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all next time.